You guys.
White House just passed the big beautiful bill right before Independence Day. Do you feel independent yet? First, we need to understand what the Statue of Liberty represents. If you look close, you will notice she had chains on her feet. So why the hell would the Statue of Liberty have chains on her feet if she represents liberty and freedom? The country we live in is not really a country, it's more like a corporation. The elites that make all these fake ass rules, they're only using acts and statutes. Please go and research acts and statutes of Parliament, acts of apostles, and their fake statutes. Nothing they do is real because they are actors with statues. Statues not real and acts is not real. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. If you can't understand the language, you will never understand shit. You have peasants, knights, nobles, kings. These people pass all kind of bills and make us pay all kind of debt. So they look at us like we are just peasants. Peasants don't own no land. They don't own nothing. The peasants will always work on land to make sure the kings is always satisfied. These people are playing chess with our mind and our bodies. They are the kings and queens on the chessboard. They look at us like we are just pawns because pawns don't do shit but move forward. They say we are cheap merchandise so they can take us to the pawn shop. Pawns on
the hole is about 2 foot in diameter. And that's the hole in my driveway. I don't know what to think. That meteor flew over today, Williamston, South Carolina. And this is what I found. And I don't know what that is. It's got a glow to it. Feels cold to the touch.
Y'all done see what happened to Jasmine Crockett. I don't know who was worse, her or Sleepy Joe. And y'all already know this whole time I've been saying she was just a pawn to try to get the black vote. She made it obvious that she don't care about the quote-unquote black Americans, but she care about everyone else, as the demons always have shown this whole time. Now, since they done got her to do all the dirty work, such as call out Trump, call out his wife, she even called out Elon, setting herself up for a failure. Now, when it's time to pick and choose who they want in certain positions, as y'all can see, it ain't gonna be her. She's the last in the running. Her job is done. I mean, I even seen clips of her talking about getting dual citizenship to Canada because she knows she was doing wrong the whole time, thinking she could run to a sanctuary city just in case things went wrong. Now, when all these politicians, representatives, judges, lawyers, police, anyone in that system, when they start to get arrested, guess who's gonna be the first ones they want to put on the news just to hide what's going on with everyone else? Because you know the black person always got to be the criminal. So they're gonna make all their arrests immediately public. So it seems as though we was the one doing wrong inside the government, when it was really all the other races that was complicit on stealing the black Americans' funds and sending back to their home countries. Even using the funds to fund gangs and cartels to make people want to move so they can come over here and take more from us. So like I said, when it's time for court, she gonna be the first one, bro. We can't forget that she's literally been accepting illegal funds while she was campaigning, and it was set up by the Democrats. And she don't even know it. Also, how the way she bought extra properties with the extra funds she been getting during her campaigns. And again, the demon rats literally set her up because they already know she was just a pawn. Ain't gonna be dumped as soon as her work is done. So they can use her one last time as the corrupt officials that's being arrested, while saving their faces and their families that basically inherited their wealth. Because it shows a domino effect of how much people actually knew what was going on this whole time and kept working for the system and didn't want to change it at all, even though they knew it was harming the original Americans. Anyways, quick rant. Y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be gods. Peace.
So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share this, but I'm gonna go ahead and share this, okay? So I just got a phone call. I got family that's in the military. I got family adjacent to the military. A bunch of things, right? So I just got a phone call from my family, and basically was given the warning that California is on the target list, and to be careful and to stay out of big crowds. If you see someone that is trying to get a big crowd around them as if they need help or something like that, run the other way, call the police. They said a lot of sleeper cells have awakened, and if you know what that means, you know what that means. And so please be careful, please pay attention to your surroundings and stay safe. That's all I'm saying. So for all my people out here in California, LA, San Diego, the Bay, everywhere, just please pay attention, please be vigilant. You guys do know we have a lot of military bases here in California, so please just stay safe, stay out of crowds. I know it's the summertime, it's a lot going on. Just be safe. Just be safe. That's all I'm saying. Just be safe. Pay attention to the news, I've been told. Pay attention to what a lot of people that's got military family is saying and doing. That's going to be our cue for things. So just pay attention, be vigilant, and pray. I don't know what else to say. It's crazy.
So why don't I think the conflict from Israel and Iran won't stop? When I speak, most people see this uniform. My consciousness and my mind don't have nothing to do with who I am. We are the Jews in America. We are from the tribe of Judah. We are Hebrew Israelites. So the people they call fake Jews are over there in Israel. We the real Jews over here. We waking up. My consciousness is awakened. You feel me? You Christ consciousness in the body, right? So when you get all these downloads, how is this happening to me? Because you finding out who you is. You are the real Jews, right? So inherit your birthright, embrace your birthright. And all the shit that's happening has to happen. These presidents and all of these from this country and this, they all actors, right? Orchestrating a divine play. So all this destruction has to happen so you awaken to the truth.
Let me teach you how to detach from the mind completely. Now, I know I talk to y'all a lot about reprogramming the mind, which is still holds true because you do need to learn how to reprogram. Once you pass that step, the real goal is to learn how to detach from the mind completely. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the one that hears your thoughts. I'm not saying that your mind is the enemy, but it'll have your ass on a hamster wheel if you don't learn how to step off. Try this with me right now. Go ahead and close your eye. Take a deep breath in and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Every time you do that, you remind your spirit, I don't have to be my thoughts, I can just watch them. Now, this is a very small moment and it doesn't seem that impactful, but trust me, it works because it creates spaciousness between you and the chatter. You ain't gotta argue with your mind. You do not have to fix every single thought. Sometimes the real work is just not identifying with it at all. So yes, continue to rewire what needs reprogramming, but don't forget to return back to the silent. That's where the real downloads come in. Try that little pause anytime you feel yourself spiraling. Mind will try to pull your ass back in, but remember where the soul lives, in the stillness. Be still and know that I am God. Neville Goddard, shout out to him, said the universe doesn't respond to your efforts, it responds to your being. That's the real shift, because all the hustling, the overthinking, that will not make nothing shake. It ain't gonna make the cosmos nor your inner world align. What really matters is how you're being, how you're showing up from your center. But remember, before you try to force anything, drop into that state of stillness. Be the observer in that witness state. That's where you find your true self, where you're calm, where you're present, where you're aligned. You can also do something like inhale like we just did and exhale and ask yourself, I wonder what my next thought will be. Just wait and notice where that space forms. That's where your true self lives. That gap between your thoughts, that's where your highest self is. That's where your inner light is, your inner being. Get out of the mind's drama and slide into that state of pure awareness. That's when the universe is going to meet you at your level. Just remember to stay aligned and always let your true self shine through. In them comments to let me know your thoughts. If you ever want to go deeper, just go ahead and click the link in my bio. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
there's a lot of people claiming right now in these times that this world just feels like, this whole matrix system, this simulation just feels like a massive movie that we're all in, a TV show, like the Truman Show. And that's because there's been so many energetic shifts that have been going on. And with every energetic shift that takes place in this system, it cracks the illusion wide open. You know, people can start to see through the illusion, which makes it looks like we're in GTA the game kind of thing. And for the people that love, you know, conspiracy movies, which are just movies that are telling you the truth, and you love to decode movies or TV shows that show a lot of spiritual aspects in them, you know, you're probably feeling like this illusion is cracking open even more, because that's what this real life feels like. It feels like that we're in a movie right now, in those sort of TV shows. We're seeing events playing out right now that you would watch in a movie, and you'd be very intrigued in trying to decode all the different things that are happening within that movie. It's because everything is going on right now. There's a story coming out in America that's happened in the last week or so, or 2 weeks, of the Anunnaki broadcasting themselves on TV in a couple of states in America. And the people that have been saying that they saw this, I don't really know, like, if that's true. Like, we haven't really seen.
All Caucasians are parasitic. They're parasites, right? They're the parasites of the earth. Literally, like, when you look even at biology, you have red blood cells and you have white blood cells. If you have too many white blood cells, your body becomes cancerous, right? So white people are literally as above, so below. White people are literally the cancerous part of the earth. Anything that the sun burns you, the sun kills you, the sun don't like you, you're a parasite. The sun gives us life. The sun gives me downloads. The sun gives me melanin. The sun makes me feel good. So baby, if you can't sit in the sun, there's something wrong with you. If you gotta be outside with an umbrella, there's something wrong. You don't come from the source, baby. Because everything that comes from the source, right? The true original beings of this planet, we love the sun. We are the children of the sun. So I'm tired of like, oh, it's all about this, it's all about that. You have to look past color. No, bitch, you have to ask yourself, well, why are you even white? Why don't the sun like you? Why are all parasites white? Why is mucus white? Why is everything that's bad for you white? Yeah, because y'all are literally lowering the frequency of the planet. White people, whether they realize it or not, they all have this like demonic, like lower, they're vibrating super, super low. They are, and they hate on us. They can't help it. Look at us. Look at our lips. Look at our nose. Look at our skin. Look at how we just glow and grow in the sun. Look at our bodies, right? Look at our hair, so versatile. They just ain't got the sauce. They just ain't got the sauce, and that's why they can't wait to attack the black man and the black woman, really the original man and original woman, because they know how much power we hold, and they know they have zero power, and they know their time is up. So I don't trust nobody who's Caucasian, right? I don't trust any nigga that's acting conscious and with a white woman. I don't trust any female that's a original female look like me that's talking conscious, that's with a white man, like Candace Owens, for example. Candace Owens was always talking about problems in the black community, but she benefits off white privilege because she sucks a white dick every day when she goes home. White rich dick. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You are a part of the problem. And that's why a lot of y'all who having babies with these white people, y'all babies is burning in the sun too, because, yeah, their time is up. You're fucking a parasite. They're fucking parasites. Like, I always fucking knew this. I grew up in an all motherfucking white town, still never fucked a white man. A white man? A white man. Yeah, y'all gotta evolve past this. I know that white people are parasites. I know that white people are weak spiritually, mentally, and physically. I grew up around them. I know they're scary as shit. Y'all time is up. The sun about to unalive all y'all. Get ready.
Y'all want to know something? I want to know, right? How are all these weather anomalies happening around the world, right? All these things happening, but yet it's not really directly impacting us or affecting us, right? You see what I'm saying? These things are happening across the globe, right? We're all experiencing this together. Like, we're co-creating, like we're experiencing this co-creation, but it's like how it doesn't directly impact certain people, right? Like, are we living in a multi-world, like in a multiverse? Are we living in simulation? I truly believe we're living in a simulation where there's a matrix overlay over our real world. You know how they say the moon is not real, and how the moon has literally been acting weird, y'all. Even to this day, it looks like there's something eclipsing the moon. Like, why does it look like there's something eclipsing the moon? So there's a theory, right? They say the moon came from another planet, right? The reptilian matrix, the reptilian people put it over there. And it's the matrix overlay. So that's what I'm saying. So if it's the matrix overlay, there's a fake world intruding in against the real world. And this is what I believe, like politics and government and all these things that are unnatural and inorganic to the world, you know, because the sun exposes what's unnatural and inorganic to the world. As you can see, what's happening right now, the unnatural and inorganic is breaking down because we're now in what's called the sun cycle. You get what I'm saying? So the moon people are going away, because if you look at the word moon, right, the word moon is an anagram for the word no om. Om is the vibration of peace, which when the planet is vibrating at 432 hertz, right, which is the vibration of peace, it makes. So the moon means no om, so no peace. So as long as that moon is in the atmosphere, there's no peace. That's why the moon has been changing, and the sun has been changing as well, and exposing more light to the fraudulent activities and the illusionary people that's part of this physical reality. So that's what I'm saying. There's a fake world intruding into our real world, and now the fake world is getting exposed, and we, the real world, are watching this. You get what I'm saying? What an amazing time to be alive, y'all. But yeah, do y'all notice that? How a lot of things that are happening, they're not really affecting us? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Y'all, people are finding out there are NPCs, y'all. This is crazy. These are two sisters. This one over here, she has no inner dialogue, no inner thought. She can't see things in her mind's eye, but this one can kind of see things. You know, she's not all the way there, but this one over here, she sees absolutely nothing. She can't imagine anything.
Okay, the people want to know, can you physically imagine, like if I say imagine a pink horse, can you see it?
Yeah.
You can physically see it?
Yeah. Yes, but my sister can't. We had this conversation. I can visualize, but she can't.
You can,
but you can't see it.
No.
Oh.
You can see it? Can you see if Needle wearing a tutu?
Yeah.
You can see
not in 4K, but
you can see it.
Well, I can see it in my mind's
So
eye.
she doesn't have the ability to see in 4K, so maybe she's at 720p, 1080p, but she can't see at all. Like, she has no thought, no imagination whatsoever. And then they're gonna try to call it aphantasia. So y'all, they're literally telling you that she's an NPC, because look at the word aphantasia. A meaning without, and fantasia literally means imagination or mental image. Yo, that's scary. I mean, look at her eyes. It's crazy because she has glasses, but she can't see or imagine anything, right? That's ironic. So aphantasia literally means see a phantom, see a ghost, see a NPC. Because look at this, aphantasia gives you the same as six ether, the demiurge, and non-player, like a non-player character. Oh my goodness, y'all, they're literally telling you that she's literally an NPC. And if you don't know who the demiurge is basically the creator of this illusionary world, who created these illusionary people. And obviously, that's one, she has no mental process. Just like they told y'all in They Live, man. You see what I'm saying? Look at that, y'all. They live. Oh my goodness, y'all. Sometimes y'all gotta slow down the videos and pause them and see what is really going on, because don't that look like a... Oh my goodness. Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
You can't visualize it?
No, it's just like a thought. But I can't see it. I can't
Okay, me and my sister talk about this, and she says it's like because she can't, and she says she describes it to herself.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What? No, I just imagine.
I'm so tired of this victim mentality of, oh, I didn't choose to be here, or oh, your kids didn't choose to be here, or oh, they didn't ask to be here. Yes, the fuck they did, right? So once you get into spirituality, you do any type of research or go within with meditation and fasting and purifying your mind, body, and soul, through releasing all attachments, you understand that everything was a choice, everything was a soul contract. So yes, your kids chose you. Yes, your kids chose that father. Yes, you chose your mother. Yes, you chose your father. Yes, you chose your sister. Yes, you chose your brother. You chose everybody who's in your circle, who you incarnated into a family. Now, you chose these people not necessarily to sing kumbaya and y'all have this loving, beautiful family, because that's not the times we in right now. You chose these people because you came here to heal something within that particular bloodline, right? And whatever traumatic things that you have experienced from your family, because y'all know as the chosen ones, 9 times out of 10 we experienced a lot of trauma, and our whole thing is to heal that trauma. You are the chosen one out your bloodline. You came here to heal all the generational trauma out your bloodline. And why did you choose that? Because you knew you were strong enough to do it. You knew you were resilient enough to do it. You knew you had enough power to do it. And all I'm here to do is just remind you who the fuck you are and why the fuck you came here. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is a coincidence, right? So once you understand that nothing is a coincidence, then you will start to say, well, why did I choose this mother? Why did I choose this father? And then you will start realizing, okay, this is why I chose them. I wanted these certain characteristics, but I came here to heal these certain things because my mama wasn't willing to face it yet. My father wasn't willing to face it yet. So I came here to heal the omniverse through this particular bloodline. So we have to quit with the victim mentality. I didn't choose this, I didn't choose this. You chose everything, right? And the more you heal, the more you do the work, the more you become pure. You heal your bloodline so that way your children don't have to do all the goddamn work, right? But you are strong enough to do it. You are powerful enough to do it. You the chosen one within your bloodline. If you listening to this, you know I'm talking to you. It's you. You chose everything about this incarnation. It's called soul contracts, right? So you came here to evolve and elevate past all the trauma, all the bullshit. How do you do that? Fast from food. Fast from sex, fast from media, fast from anything that's not here to help you grow and help you evolve, right? And watch how life just works out better for you and everything starts working out for you in your favor. It's all love.
I've been trying to tell these fools, all them motherfucking video, all the movies and shit they've been making for years. Planet of the Apes, all the motherfucking zombie movies and shit. The goddamn 666 is the black man, you idiotic motherfuckers. These motherfuckers is worried about the day the black man stop reading that goddamn Bible and get up off his knees and shit and wake up and say, oh, y'all motherfuckers running the game on me. That's what the 666 is, but the niggas ain't got.
And one thing that I really seen that disturbed me was it was these people, and they look weird as hell on the outside. But the moment I seen them, I knew something was off, and nobody else could pick that up. When I went under the medicine, I could see that these people were energetic zombies. They were not human at all. They look human, and even as human, they look very sickly. But in the spirit realm, they were actually zombies, and I even see them feeding off of people when
y'all get prepared, because y'all about to see these demons and people getting activated just because of the sun, just because of how hot the heat is outside. The sun about to make these demons and people manifest. But yeah, like I said in my previous videos, y'all got to do the work. Y'all got to get connected to the source, the main source. That's the Most High. Y'all got to eat right, live right, treat y'all bodies right. The things that he gives us to live by is not grievous. It's for protection, for the things to come. Y'all be thinking that the Most High just controlling, that he just controlling, he just a dictator. He want people to do what he want them to do, or they just going to be cast off into hell. When hell is on earth, when that sun go up to over 100 and some degrees and be killing off everybody on earth, that is going to be hell for a lot of people. The Most High, he wants you to be able to escape hell, because this is just the sun doing the reset on the earth. The Most High is doing the reset on the earth by using the sun to clean everything up, to burn everything up that's not supposed to be here. Negative people, negative energy, negative entities. Only the pure in heart and the pure in spirit is going to be able to survive this next wave. If your soul ain't right and you got a lot of hate in your heart, you ain't going to survive it. The sun is just raising its vibration. It's forcing a lot of y'all to raise y'all vibrations as well. Because nothing in this physical world, nothing in this physical world will be able to save you. And when I say physical, nothing in the physical, because we are spiritual beings. Because a lot of people are walking around as demons in the flesh, regardless of their physical appearance. It's your soul, your spirit. Some of us got the DNA of the Most High, and we are walking on this earth, so the sun won't affect us. We live like the Most High, we eat like the Most High, we breathe like the Most High, we speak like the Most High, we treat others like the Most High would treat them.
In this land, they found so many new organisms, beings, trees, all types of advanced psychological things happening on this planet. Mainly because they wanted to colonize and obtain resources that would make them rich. Sound familiar?
I want y'all to understand that Avatar was never fiction. It was a documentary for New Earth. On the surface level, for some people, it's just entertainment, but when you go deeper, the prophecy is cloaked in sci-fi. The Na'vi people and the human invaders are exactly symbolic to what's happening right now between 3D and 5D. Why was this movie a spiritual documentary of New Earth? Let's really go through it, okay? Because the Na'vi people, they're connected to source through nature. They're aligned with their harmony with the planet. Their world, Pandora, is Gaia, the planet, in the 5th dimension and above. Y'all remember the character Kiri? Y'all, it's a lot of y'all out there starting to feel exactly how she feels. But what did we see in the way of water? They came back to Pandora because their earth is dying. It's not survivable anymore. The human invaders represent the old earth consciousness. Right now, the 3D earth matrix is collapsing. Use your awareness. The Na'vi people are the ones who are on 5D right now. This 3D matrix that was built on fear, survival, hierarchy, control, disconnection from source, manipulation. Their earth is dying because they've used up all of their resources. There is nothing left for them. For documentary terms, their earth is not dying in body, but it's dying in frequency. And you can see with so many things being exposed. Living on a new earth, having that connection with source and actually rejuvenating energy, this is not a separate place. 5D Earth is a higher vibrational overlay. It's an awareness. It's a state of mind. It's an internal thing. Split, the spiritual warfare, everything that you're seeing right now with what is collapsing. Simplification. The Na'vi people represent the awakened, the indigenous souls of Earth. Starseeds, empaths, returning to restore Eden. This is how Avatar mirrors the present moment right now. Human invaders, the 3D matrix, addicted to extraction, refusing to evolve. In the movie, you saw that they didn't care about the planet, the energy, nothing. Jake Sully is the bridge. Some of y'all are on the bridge right now. Just like Jake Sully had to die to his old self, many of y'all awakened souls are going through an ego death, identity shattering, timeline collapsing, rebirth. You're waking up from this system and choosing Earth, choosing you. The World War III and all of these wars that's happening. Christians saying we in the end times. We in Revelations. Final battle is not in the skies or Iran or any other places where you see all of this propaganda being put. It's in your consciousness. The World War III and all of these wars that's happening. Christians saying we in the end times. We in Revelations. Final battle is not in the skies or Iran or any other places where you see all of this propaganda being put. It's in your consciousness. Starting to see that there is a refusal just with your family members, the people that you are around. You are really starting to see the split between 3D and 5D and the spaces people are stuck in. It's like they're in loops of transmissions. Some of y'all who are going through ascension symptoms is because your avatar is getting prepared. If you felt like Jake Sully, waking up inside of a body and realizing that the world is not what it seems, and you're starting to remember your soul's mission. You're not alone. You're not crazy. You're an avatar. I remember the Colonel, he represents the shadow of the old paradigm. He keeps coming back, it's almost irritating, and then he takes on the form of the new earth ones. He mirrors collective trauma. He is the unbalanced masculine that can't imagine a world outside of control, dominance, survival. He has spiritual emptiness. He has this colonizer mentality. And remember, in the way of water, through technology that was made by old earth to infiltrate new earth. He symbolizes how the old paradigms are trying to infiltrate the new ones. He's putting on the skin of unity but still operating from fear. It's important to pay attention to that because you know that the people of the old earth know that their earth is failing. So they're going to try to infiltrate. They want to bypass the inner shadow work but also be in alignment or be with the new earth people. So when I said this 2 years ago,
I want how to know how this earth used to be and how it's going to be pretty soon.
This movie is a documentary, and that's why they slow feed you the movies, and it's ones that have codes behind them that wakes you up in your awareness. Everybody's waiting for Jesus to return. Y'all remember Grace? Her birth is symbolic to the Immaculate Conception. She represents the reboot of the human blueprint. She's the child of New Earth. And like many of us, she struggles to exist in a world that does not understand her. On this day, I recorded this video, June 27th. I'm recording this today at June 27th. I just wanted to expand more on my thoughts and my codes that I received from watching this movie. And I know that a lot of y'all feel what I'm saying. Again, watch how the documentary plays out.
Never seen something like this. There's like tens of thousands of these reflective objects in the air. I thought they were birds at first, but looking closer, it's literally just these reflective objects. What is this? It's all coming closer here, so I'm gonna get out of here.
So my job in the military had nothing to do with nuclear defense. But I want you to ask yourself this question. Now, we're going to just use common sense. If a country has a nuclear weapon, we know that they have a nuclear weapon, or either they're working on acquiring a nuclear weapon and they have nuclear facilities. Would we then put our B-52s in the air and whatever other bombers that we are using? Would we then develop a strategy with another country to bomb not one, not two, but 3 of their said nuclear facilities? Because common sense says to me, if you bomb a nuclear facility, there is a high chance, probability that some of those nuclear weapons will be stored at the nuclear facility, and that could be a potential disaster. It's all lies. It is all lies from every side. They are all lying, and it's motivated by money, power, and greed, and it pisses me off to the highest level.
To all the leaders in the world, I want to start a movement, and the movement is, here I am, and here are all the people behind me sharing this video, and we all agree that we want out of this place. We want out of your systems. You can have your food, you can have your money, you can have your houses, hotels, planes, and automobiles, and boats. You can have it all. Let us know where we can go so you can have yours over there and we be over here. Let me know where over here is, where it's safe, away from you, and trust me, I'll choose that. And so will everybody who likes this video and shares it. We done with you. I tell you this much, if I ruled this world, everybody would have a bed, a pillow, a blanket, and a cover. Food and shelter. Basics. And free. Y'all failed. We done. Where's over there at?
Know how the media tries to teach us, especially in Disney, that fairies are so beautiful and fairies are loving magical beings and fairy this and fairy that, right? What if I told you that just like there's some good fairies, it's always the opposite side, y'all. There are fairies out here that are evil. I've seen it while remote viewing. See, a lot of people in the spiritual community just want to look at the love, the light, and peace shit. But in reality, y'all, it's dark energy and it's dark entities that's trying to keep us trapped in this 3D matrix, right? This simulation, right? So one time while remote viewing, I literally seen like fairies and their teeth looked like shark teeth, and they were like hissing and like they were like evil. I don't know, like in the astral realm, you can just feel. You don't really judge, right? Or you're not really like, you're literally just observing and being in the moment, because that's what we're all really supposed to do. Like at all times, we're all supposed to literally be in the moment, not in the past or the future, because all you really have is now. So in the astral realm, it's like you can see things more clearly because you don't have an ego. And I'm not, most of the time when I'm in the astral realm and I'm seeing things like this, I'm in like God mode. I'm a spirit just looking down. No one can physically see me, right? I'm literally embodying my higher self.
So I've seen that there are actual evil fucking fairies, and they like to attack pregnant women, right? So that's why when you're pregnant, it's imperative to keep your energy sacred and safe, right? I see now on social media a lot pregnant women just like, you know, advertising it for, whether that's for a clout, whether it's for likes. But back in the days, like the grandmas and stuff, they would tell you to keep your pregnancy to yourself, keep your belly covered up to protect your baby from the evil eye. I know my great grandma was like that. My great grandma was very spiritual. She was so in tune with her feminine energy, her spiritual energy. She would start having dreams about this if anybody in our family was pregnant. And this is my great grandmother. She was born in 1911, right? So we need to start understanding that just like there's a light side of spirituality, there's a dark side, right? And we have to protect ourselves and our energy. And privacy is a beautiful thing. Privacy can keep you out of a lot of bullshit. People can't fuck up what they don't know about, right? So people need to learn how to keep their body more sacred, their information more sacred, and their life more private. Because it's a lot of people on these platforms that necessarily might not want to see you in, that necessarily might not want to see you evolve and become your best version. A private life is the best life. It's all love, peace, light. So y'all beautiful beings, go within, love yourself. Once you really start doing the shadow work, you will have better discernment, and you could be able to see, like, a lot of Caucasians have the spirit of jealousy, envy, hatred, control, mine, not ours, not oneness. And this is why a lot of them must be unalived in the new world. And so if the sun don't like you, you're not going to make it to the new world. And that's just period. That's no matter if you are quote unquote black or white, right? Because it's some get out shit too. We know some of y'all white people switch consciousness with niggas. So it might be some people, white people, who would think niggas but got their consciousness switched with a white person. So they're really a nigga in a white person body. Then we got some niggas who they look like niggas, but they actually have the consciousness of a white person who are going to burn. So this is going to happen too. So you're going to see a lot of crazy phenomenons, right? But what I realize about the true Caucasian is they all have the spirit of jealousy and envy. So what I was told by my like higher self, my ancestors, like I literally tap in and do magic so I can connect with my higher self, right? With white people merely living, they're lowering the frequency of the earth. They're true white people because they have this energy of jealousy and envy and control. That's why they're so quick to say mine, mine, mine.
They gave us the Holy Bible because they wanted us to put our faith, our energy, power into their deity. And that's the reason why they've been winning all of these years. See, they used our spirituality on us, but they didn't want you to know that though. They told you that you need Jesus Christ, not knowing that Jesus Christ was really just a concept saying who you were. But at the same time, they wanted you to give their deity all the power and all the glory and all of that, and their God was a jealous God, and that's not the true God that we are actually connected to. And I'm here to tell the people about it. I mean, some of y'all gonna hate me for what I'm about to say, but those of you who are looking for freedom, you're gonna totally appreciate what it is I'm about to tell you. The Bible was actually altered, and there's a reason why they took this part out. There's a reason why this part of the Bible was taken out. And I'm going to let you know why. Think about it. Why would a God that's all powerful, that's all knowing, why would that God be jealous of anybody? Why? Because the true God that we are actually connected to lives within us. It's not outside of us. That they wanted you to go outside and look at the sky and wanted you to believe that a man would come out of the sky in a robe and was going to save you. It was all a lie. That was all a lie. The true God lives within you. If you really want to find God, I'm telling you, you do not have to go to a church to find God. If you really want to find God, God comes in isolation. Meaning that go in a room where you can hear nothing. Go in a room where there's silence. Listen, this is how you can hear God. Now, God is always with you because God lives within you. But if you really want to hear what it is that God is saying to you, then go outside and put your feet in the grass. Look up at that sun. Once you look up at that sun is going to activate something that is going to start to let you know everything that you need to know. Which is why now we have so many people that are waking up, that are coming up with the same type of information. And guess what? They are wondering, How are they getting this information? We burned all their books. We destroyed all their information. How are they getting this information? So they started to lock people up that started to come forth, such as Jamal, what is his name? Rashad Jamal. I don't want to get his name wrong. But people such as him that came forth to speak the truth, they wanted to put them away. Now, there's multiple people that know the truth. We all know the truth now. We all know the
It's top of the afternoon. You know what time it is. Another hood affirmation. Let's clock America's tea. So let me get this shit straight. So, Israel bald-headed ass decided to invite the United States into a war that had nothing to do with them. Then you had the wig make a promise saying what he wasn't going to do. Turn around and send 3 motherfucking missiles to hit nuclear faculties. To come to find out wasn't nothing even there. Talk about strategy. So now you got the Iranians saying, y'all know y'all fucked up, right? See, you know you fucked up, right? So now you got Russia saying, motherfucker, I told you motherfuckers, Americans, to step out of these motherfuckers' business. So now we gonna jump up in it. Now you got China saying, bitch, we not playing with y'all. Not the motherfuckers you owe some money to. Now, how you offend the motherfuckers you owe some money to? Then North Korea's out here just shooting missiles because they just say everybody got them fucked up. Talking about having some ops. This shit is crazy. On the other side of town, you got the crackhead sitting here saying, I feel bad for the American people. When this motherfucker got a whole generator connected to all our finances. Just got all the information in our finances inside some system and talking about every country should have it. Talking about coming together and fucking up our money. I don't know whether we coming or going. Now you got the Iranian motherfucker saying, yeah, the American people gonna feel it. Why the fuck we gotta feel it? We ain't did shit. Go after the wig. But we all know that this motherfucker decided to go to war because of the fact that this motherfucker knew he was getting impeached. Talking about a scary nigga don't want to go to jail, but you did the crime but can't do the time. Yet you want to arrest every goddamn body and deport every goddamn people but your bitch. Oh, this shit getting good. People wake up. When they said we gonna feel it, we gonna feel it. I told y'all to pray for New York because I knew exactly what they going after. How else we gonna feel it? Take out our whole motherfucking food supply. Oh, this shit just getting good. Talk about waking up to a bad motherfucking dream. Y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. We don't know who the fuck for us to take us out. Remember, don't ever think that the motherfucking war can't go on American soil. You forget. They got all the immigrants right here. Think about it. Food for thought. Have a good day. Top of the morning, you know what time it is. Another hood affirmation. Clocking America's tea. So let's just jump right into it. So you got the Israelis over there bombing and shot Iran because Canada said it was getting ready to turn their lights off. So they over there trying to steal uranium. Can't make this shit up. That's some straight nigga shit. Talk about black folks. Let's keep going. Meanwhile, as of Wednesday, North Korea then shot some motherfucking ballistic missiles into the sea. I wonder who the fuck supposed to have a tsunami. Praying for New York. Let's keep going. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, they just deporting motherfuckers left and right to left, trying to start a civil war. In the meantime, we about to go to World War III. Oh, this shit gets good. Yeah, meanwhile, the wig is talking about extending TikTok for 90 more days. Nigga, you worried about TikTok, nigga, and we on TikTok. Black folks out here just line dancing. Yeah, line dancing. I can see me banging my head on the back of the car, banging out the window, hanging out the window, whatever the fuck it is. Get out the car, okay? They already do a mass incarceration, and you all here in Sanctuary City still line dancing. It's time for y'all to put your boots on the ground, and I'm not talking about your cowboy boots, okay? Stack the fuck up. Possibly pack the fuck up, because we're going to World War III. What is y'all doing out here talking about boots on the ground? Put the motherfucking boots up. Put them up. I'm about sick of y'all fans. Put the motherfuckers away. Okay? Shit is getting real, and y'all out here worrying about boots on somebody's fucking ground. Yeah, the military's here. Get it together. Think about it. Food for thought. Top of the morning, you know what time it is. Another hood affirmation. Clocking America's tea. So let's just jump right into it. So you got the Israelis over there bombing and shot Iran because Canada said it was getting ready to turn their lights off. So they over there trying to steal uranium. Can't make this shit up. That's some straight nigga shit. Talk about black folks. Let's keep going. Meanwhile, as of Wednesday, North Korea then shot some motherfucking ballistic missiles into the sea. I wonder who the fuck supposed to have a tsunami. Praying for New York. Let's keep going. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, they just deporting motherfuckers left and right to left, trying to start a civil war. In the meantime, we about to go to World War III. Oh, this shit gets good. Yeah, meanwhile, the wig is talking about extending TikTok for 90 more days. Nigga, you worried about TikTok, nigga, and we on TikTok. Black folks out here just line dancing. Yeah, line dancing. I can see me banging my head.
So, quote unquote, chosen ones. What do chosen ones mean? It means throughout this life, you chose yourself. You chose to not let people beat you. You chose to not let them talk down on you. And most importantly, you chose to not let them get in your mind, right? You took ownership of your vessel. Then you took ownership of your mind, and then ownership of your soul. And then you surrendered to the spirit. So that's the voice in your head that you want to listen to. You want to cancel out the demons. You want to cancel out the people and drown out the outside noise so you can hear yourself in spirit. And you only going to find that truth in silence, right? Because most of the world, it's not money that's important, it's influence. And they got to influence something that's powerful, which is your own mind. So when the Bible says guard the gates of your mind, once you guard the gates of your mind, nobody can influence. You feel me? That's when you take your power back, your mind. And power is energy used in a certain direction. So a lot of people got energy, money, but they directing that influence in a bad way. They directing their power in a bad way. So to whom much is given, much is required. I ask God, let me not use my mind in malevolent ways. Let me use it for benevolence. Let me not use my influence on this app and the views, and I don't even get paid for this. Let me use it for benevolence. And that's what the Most High been giving me, to spread positivity and motivational messages, to use my mind to create a positive influence in the world. And a lot of people not doing that. They don't have the courage to do that. They don't want to do that. Right? So when you're doing something that's different, you're going to get stones thrown at you. You feel me? You're going to have the gang stalkers and all this because you're doing something that the world not doing. You're going against the grain. Or something that's hard for a lot of people to do. So chosen means choosing yourself, taking your power back. Especially as melanated people, when they told us we didn't have none, but the world all want to take the energy that we have. And the Congos of Africa and all of this. Right? Because we the source, we the energy directly from the solar. You feel me? The sun. Money is currency, energy. And we got the energy to go make that. So now's your time. Don't let them misuse you like they've been doing. And they know what time it is. It's the freeing of the people. So if they try to misuse you, it's going to be spiritual things happening in their life. Walk in your power, walk in your knowing. You don't need a job or money in your pocket to be powerful. You are the solar system. Ashe. So today I'm about to drop some wisdom on here. A lot of people hear the tree of life, but they don't know what it is. And it actually come with attributes. So I'm about to put a picture up for y'all. So what y'all just seen is the tree of life. And it come with attributes. It's called like fruits of the spirit. So a tree bears fruit, right? If you connect it to the source, the divine, right? You get nourished. If a tree get nourished, it bears fruit, right? And fruits of the spirit, you got about 7 of them. I'm not going to name them. I'm going to name one. And some of y'all can look up the fruits. But it come with divine attributes, characteristics, and it come with fruits. It's how you know which vine you come from if your branches bear fruit. That could be money, that could be health, that could be mental health, that could be mental peace, it could be all of that. If your tree bear fruit, you connect it to the spirit, to the divine. Now that second image that I just showed y'all is the tree of death. So if you cut off from the spirit, the spiritual realm, if you cut off from the divine due to our 2 sides of our nature, y'all know the 2 sides of our nature if you're human, you become a part of the tree of death. And you start taking on those attributes. You start taking on a different image. And the tree of death comes with some different attributes. So you'd see the 2 polarities being displayed in the world. Those who exhibiting attributes from the tree of life and those who exhibiting attributes from the tree of death. Those 2 different trees. So it shows you the polarity when you get nourished from spirit and what happens when you get cut off from spirit. So as y'all watch the world and as y'all watch the divine creation play out, y'all see the 2 polarities and they marry each other. So you have the heavenly realm, people getting closer towards the heavenly realm, and people getting closer towards hell, which is the underworld, based off the decisions we make. None is good, but it's based off your spiritual ranking and the decisions we make. And if you want to clean up your actions within this life while we have time, it's nothing like the present. So I just want to explain this fact about worldly ranking, and I'm gonna definitely put or post more videos on my story or my reels later, right? So spiritual ranking and worldly ranking is two different things. See, you got women that go for the worldly man, the one with all the possessions, the money, but he lacks soul essence. He lacks uniqueness. He lacks individuality and authenticity, right? Because that's a worldly man. That's worldly people. You wanted him for his worldly possessions. And as you get older and become an elder, those things don't fulfill you no more. You need to be fulfilled in spirit. And this is why a lot of women now are seeking spiritual men. The one who himself, the one who didn't lose his integrity, the one who has his authenticity. Because you was of the world. Now, when we going through this transition, everybody want the spiritual man, right? Because the world is changing. Now you want what's particular. Now you want what fits the world. Now you want which fits the age of Aquarius. And this where you go like, hold on. You was just obsessing over possessions, and you wasn't obsessing over somebody's soul, over somebody's integrity, over somebody's morals, over their mind. Wisdom gonna guide your children. Wisdom gonna guide you. But you thought the money was going to guide you. People was too early. Myself, I was too early too, but I had to change my perspective and my vision, right? And as the world changed, these spiritual men, because I'm talking about the men right now and the woman, will become, they will gain their wealth. Everything that the world told them they wasn't, they will start gaining that. It's a spiritual wealth transfer for the spiritual people. Because you didn't lose your integrity, your morals. You knew what was real when you stood on principles. You didn't lose yourself for the world. Everything that they told you was real turned out to be fake, and you ain't lose yourself in it. That's the best thing in the world, where you could sit with yourself and say, damn, I ain't lose my integrity, my morals for me. But a lot of people did for these possessions that can't go with you to the grave. The money can't go with you. The houses can't go to you. You feel me? Niggas lost their integrity for a fucking $1 million tree house. Houses $500,000, $1 million. Niggas lost their integrity for some wood, a tree house, nigga. And that's the tricknology. Who gonna lose their essence, their integrity, their authenticity, their morals for this fake shit? It's where you see the great separation, the real and the fake. And you know real rare. Real motherfuckers stay by themselves. Real motherfuckers don't hang around everybody. I'm talking to the real ones right now. If y'all see it said, I made a post about the UFOs intercepting missiles and all that other shit, right? Is extraterrestrials involved in this fight over the earth with us? The fight is over the entire earth. And the fight is over humanity, the hearts and minds and soul of the humans, who which side they're going to be on and who they going to pick. That's why it say, Archangel Michael and his army. You are part of the army of light. Fighting on the side of good, quote unquote, righteousness, because you picked your side. Within the cosmos, within earth, within this war, human beings are a part of that war. We will become casualties of that war. But which side are you dying on? The light or the dark side of which kingdom and of the war? Humanity, no matter if you want to or not, you're a part of the war. Somebody gonna ask me, so if America send you over here or they draft you, you fighting for them, nigga? If your cousin a Crip, nigga, and some bloods come kill him, nigga, that's your war. Or if you was born with some Crips and you like, yeah, I'm going down the street, I don't want to be Crip. The blood's going to see you as Crip. You inherit wars. As humans and whatever nation we in, we inherit certain wars. And this is one of them. So everybody like, I ain't, nigga, you better be war ready. It don't matter if you want to or not, nigga, you better be war ready. It's war on all sides of whatever. Humanity always involved in some wars, nigga. You're going to be involved in one over your lifetime. So it's not as you ready, nigga. It's going to have to. You feel me? But yeah, the earth is war within the firmaments. The war is not in the heavens. It's now. It's here. And we getting closer to that war. It's stargates on a system that's and within the firmament that's closed and shit. Above the firmament that's closed. Nobody can get in or out. This is why they doing underground tunnels. Because the war is now. It's taking place now. The war was over the planet. Nobody can leave. Nobody can exit, nigga. It's going down on the planet, my nigga. And all the wars that y'all see humans and where they get these weapons from. It's extraterrestrials and human beings at war, nigga.
Peace, beautiful beings. Okay, it's too many single mothers who do this, right? Especially in the quote-unquote black community. Right, the copper tone skin community, right? So I see a lot with single mothers, right? They have sons, and it's a lot of emotional incest going on. They're raising their sons to be their husband. They're not raising their sons to be a man to society. They're not raising their sons to be a great man to another woman. They're raising their sons to be husbands for themselves. Now, it doesn't have to be physical incest where you're like having sexual intercourse with your mom, no. But it's emotional incest. They depend on you for protection. They depend on you to do shit that their man would be doing if he was there. But mama ain't got no man. And this is true because it don't necessarily even be like, from my experience, when I dated men and they had two parents, even if the man wasn't his father, right? When their mom has a man, and I'm not talking about, a man just sitting up there laying down dick. I'm talking about she has a husband who's doing everything he's supposed to do as a husband, right? The sons, 9 times out of 10 it's so sad because I only dated one man who grew up in a 2-parent household, and he didn't suffer from that syndrome that most men do who come from a single mom, because whether we want to admit it or not, ladies, a single mom, we can raise up our daughters to be like us, but we don't have a penis, so we can't raise a little boy to be a grown-ass man. So 9 times out of 10, what's happening is these women are turning these little boys into their husbands. So now he's playing the role that her husband would play if he was there, but since he's not, now the son is playing it. Then the son gets older, he finds a wife, he finds someone he wants to be with, right? It's an unhealthy dynamic because now the mom is jealous. Now the mom is a hater. The mom wants her son to protect her. The mom wants her son to provide for her. The mom needs her son there to do X, Y, and Z when she's really supposed to have a man there. Mom might be calling the son to come put this together, do that. Look, I watched my great grandma die with her husband. She ain't called none of her sons for nothing. This wasn't even their daddy. They was married for 30 years. She didn't call her sons for nothing. That man was 100 years old. He died fixing on that damn house. She didn't have to never call no man for shit, right? So there's a lot of emotional incest going on, especially within the black community, right? That's all I can speak about because that's all I deal with. I don't deal with anybody outside of my race. So we need to focus on, even if you're not with your child's father, it's important for your children, your daughters and your sons to see their mother getting loved on and appreciated and valued in a healthy dynamic with a father. Because just because a father's around doesn't mean shit anyways. I'm talking about a man who's really doing shit, a man who's really fixing up on shit, a man who don't mind you asking him for anything, a man who's really a man, right? Because if not, we're creating these unhealthy dynamics with these, it's basically emotional incest.